means the highest vibration. Unhappiness is on the lowest floor.
Basement.
You can't be on both the floors at the same time.
That's beautiful. I like
Simple.
that.
So when you've chosen to go onto the top floor, you will not be in the basement. That's all. Situation may be tough, but you've chosen to be on the top floor and look at the situation. Yes. So you will not experience unhappiness. You can experience difficulties, challenges, but they are all outside. But internally, you are radiating at the highest frequency. So that gratitude is that power. I mean, suddenly your acceptance level will increase in life. Your complaint to khair kisi ki hoti nahi uske baad, because you are resonating at that vibration of gratitude. Yes. So then everything becomes easy to accept, to understand, to let go. We also add gratitude for, suppose someone's having an issue, or an issue with a person, or an issue with a problem, with a situation. Gratitude for that also.
That's a teaching. Yeah. That's a lesson.
Yeah. So gratitude. Specifically say gratitude for that. Specifically say gratitude for that person, because that situation, that person is giving me that opportunity to emerge certain powers in me, which I did not even know that I have. Yes. So even in that, then we specifically will mention that situation and person and say gratitude for this.
Sometimes when you're in the middle of that situation, you can't feel the gratitude, but you just need a little distance from it to know that this is what it brought me here. It took me to the next level because I learned from it. But when you're in the thick of it, sometimes you're not feeling the gratitude.
That gap.
You have to distance yourself to be able to see. That's the...
What you can also do is say the gratitude without feeling it.
Okay.
I'm not feeling it.
But I still say thank you.
But I just start saying it mechanically to begin with, which means I don't feel it. But I will still say it as a part of my gratitude affirmation or my gratitude prayer.
Yes.
Just saying it then will start changing the feeling, because the thought changes the feeling.
Yes.
So if I change my thought, we are waiting that when my feelings will change, then I will create gratitude.
First the thought.
It is the first the thought and then is the feeling. So if we start changing the thought, gently and gradually the feeling will start changing.
Beautiful.
You said life is a sum of your choices. From what I'm hearing, the choices is only gratitude at every point.
But it should be.
It's your one choice that you make, because that's a choice you have. Right?
That's
right. In any situation, you have that choice.
It's amazing though. Yeah. We talk of gratitude, and I address people. I go for corporate talks and things like that, where I talk about fitness and mental health and gratitude. And a lot of people say, there's nothing to be grateful for. And I'm like, seriously? You have a job.
Absolutely.
You're here in this event. You should be grateful for the job that you have. Do you have dinner on your table every day? Yes, you do. Do you take your children out on holidays? Yes, you do. There's always something to be grateful for. In the book, this book I've written, Happy for No Reason, because of the intent I put out there. I know, sorry, I went all over the place coming back to that. So it talked about many things. It's my struggle and my learning, letting go. I used to never be able to let go. So there's a chapter on letting go. There's one chapter on it's never too late to start anything in life. It's never too late to get on a fitness journey. And there was one entire chapter on health. And then I said, the most important thing to me is gratitude. So I'm going to end with gratitude. And then I said, people don't know how to be grateful. They don't know, they don't see it. Okay. So I said, I'm going to write a list of things you can be grateful for. And I said, let me write a 20-point list so that people can just understand this. You can see these are at least 20 things you can be grateful for. So I started with 20. And I remember I was on my way to Pune on a car ride. I said, this is the only thing that's left in the book. Let me make the list out. I started with 20 happened, 50 happened. It's okay, 50. Let's see how far this goes. I went to 75. 75 also happened. Then I said, I've now reached 100. And then I said 108 is a very good number. So I stopped at 100.
Because the biggest problem on mental health is acceptance, right? Firstly, understanding, even people around you. And there is a stigma today in society. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the incidence of, weakening mental health go up significantly post the pandemic.
Yeah, but what she's talking about is actually emotional health.
Right.
Yes.
Even emotionally we should be aware that I'm going through an issue here, not an issue here. Issue here is there, but emotionally I'm not in my best energy.
Yes, I want to do something about it.
Yeah.
And if it persists for more than a day or 2 or 3, I mean, we can all